Have a very well-respected guest on the program, Morning Delight. His name is Dr. Innocent Hiaguina Bello. He is the MD, Edo State Geographic Information Service, Edogis. But before we meet him in his studios, let's see his picture frame. We're back here in the studios with Dr. Innocent Hiaguina Bello. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on Morning Delight. All right, we are discussing today, our topic of discussion is planning, digitalization of land administration and sustainable development in Nigeria, especially in Edo State. So my first question is, what is land digitalization? And how is it different from the paper-based administration?
In fact, you have just said it. First, I will greet my people, my dear Edolites. I am pleased to inform you that Edo State Geographic Information Service was set up with a law backing it in 2018. The rationale behind it is to ensure that all paper works are converted into electronic files and databases. It therefore means it is computerized. And by computerization, we mean the deployment of computer hardware and software in the capture, storage, retrieval, manipulation, analysis of geographic information data as far as land is concerned. There is a database attached, and of course, there's also a survey plan. And when meshed together, one is able to query or issue instruction to retrieve information at will. Instead of going with paper, just one document, wherever you are in a computerized or digitalized system, you will be able to have access to land record and land issues. And also from there, you make your decision. Thank you.
Okay, so sir, it means anywhere, wherever you are, you can be able to access any land information you need.
Exactly.
Even in the comfort of your living room.
Your living room, your bedroom, as you are scrolling your phone, as well as you have the record, the access, the passage and all, you just click in and it will show you.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So now, moving on, how is land administration connected to planning and sustainable development?
In fact, land administration encompasses land use planning and, of course, sustainable development. In other words, when we say sustainable development, we are talking about keeping up with growth. And what do you mean by growth? Growth takes proper planning. It means it is a system that you have to say, I need to do. Okay? You don't just stumble into planning or stumble into sustainable planning, but rather you have to set goals and say, in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, we need to ensure that this area need to be developed. You bring out a layout, bring out different kind of land use you want to be there. Hospital, residential, market. So you plan it on a paper as it used to be, but now we use computer hardware and software to plan an area. Of course, at the background is an orthophoto, a satellite-based system that has been geometrically corrected for tilt and occlusion. So without land administration, without knowing what is where, how will you plan? And when you plan, how do you sustain the planning? So it means you must have effective land administration. By that we mean ensuring that you capture information about who owns the land. Is it for individual? Is it for community? Is it for the government? What is the land being used for? So when you have all this record, there is bound to be an abuse by those who do not understand what is going on. And to do away with that, you have to ensure that proper planning is done so that in the end you'll be able to meet up with the plan of government, implementation of policy that will guide the people to be prosperous. So proper planning and proper land administration give us the required information to make decisions for sustainable development and growth. In particular, most people want land these days. They are writing to the government of Edo State. They want to bring in factory, they want to bring in schools, they want to bring in a lot of things. If you don't have proper planning, proper administration of land, there will be, arbitrary abuse of available land. So we have to do proper planning and ensure that the land is administered to meet the yearnings and aspirations of government and the people. Thank you, sir.
All right, you've talked about some of the key benefits of digitalizing land records and everything. So I want you to also expatiate. How do you think that can be digitalizing land records? Consider the key solutions to Nigeria, or in particular Edo State land problems.
Indeed.
Yes.
I came up with a paper for an illustration. I said I will demonstrate it.
Okay.
For instance, I have a drawing of maybe this area is of this area. Yes. On paper.
Yes.
I'm the only one with this copy. So because it's with me, you don't know what is where.
Yes.
So you want to probably build a factory, a market, a shopping mall, school, just name it, as an investor, or you even want to set up a rubber factory. But if this is the paper showing all the various land use and you don't have access to it, you know where to go. So what do we do? For you to have same access, seamless access, we have to digitalize this, so that from the comfort of your zone, you know what is there. Me, I know what is there. Anybody that want to invest from anywhere they are, they will be able to access it just by holding their laptop, their palm top, their computer, and being able to know where to go to. So it is very, very key to any planning, to any meaningful development. So computerization and digitalization in central of land record. You see these days there are racketeers, people just selling people's land, even selling government land, what is obtainable in most part of the world. But in Benin, in Edo State, it's also obtainable, it's also happening. But because Edogis is saddled with the responsibility of digitalizing land, we are able to tell when somebody come to do CFO, we'll be able to tell you, hey, the land you've brought survey for it's already been allocated to somebody, or somebody's already doing CFO there. But if we were to just have a paper, you bring your paper, I bring my paper, I won't know what is where. But because it's digitalized, I'm able to superimpose and tell you, no, this area has been occupied. So it helps us to ward off criminals, land grabbers, land kidnappers. We call them land kidnappers. It's very rampant in the Benin area, because maybe it's an ancient city and there's a lot of opportunity therein.
What is the major challenges facing land administration in Nigeria, and especially in Edo State? We talk about multiple sales, land grabbing, delaying CFO. So expatiate, what do you think are the major challenges? Indeed,
you just listed some.
Yes.
Major challenge in Nigeria and also other part of the country is improper record of land.
Okay.
In other words, we have maybe the survey, the plan, everything on paper. And some persons are not even aware of the extent of occupation of maybe government land or private land. So land racketeer, land bandits, land kidnappers, they sell same portion of land multiple times, like what took place in Okoroma in 2021, 2022. They were just selling. In other words, that area is a reserve area. It's a reserve area. But because they do not have the plan in digital form, unsuspecting buyers went there because they just say it's cheapo, even with 50,000, 500,000, 1 million. You just buy a big land. But if they had gone to the then Ministry of Land and Survey or Edogis, they will be able to tell them this area, no, it's government land, don't build there. So proper land titling, proper land records help to ward off land bandit, land racketeer. But again, the challenges facing us is that even despite people knowing that you'll be able to deal with them, they still go ahead simply because they just want to collect this money, put in their pocket, and use it to buy GLK and be running, be disturbing the state and the country up and down. Another challenge is that some persons also bring in false paper. So they will just say, this is my land, take a surveyor there, the surveyor goes there and survey, and they hold that survey plan as sacrosanct. Whereas the fact that you survey land doesn't mean the land is correct, the position is correct. No, we need to check for other information, root of title, who sold the land to you. Is it government, is it individual, is it family? We will ask for it. If possible, receipt you use in buying the land. And sometimes deed of conveyance and so many other things. So these are threats to land administration. And besides that too, some person just believe they can bully the people in the society. Even some traditional rulers are even involved in this, or Kaigele, some Niges, and some youth group. They form themselves and Hey boy, they just say, boy, they threaten the people, forcefully take your land,
collect
money
yes.
from multiple persons, and when you now cry out, they will tell you, okay, we didn't know. Whereas it's a planned work. I will sell for you,
yes.
Then another person will sell for another person again. We are not fighting on the same. That's okay, don't worry. We will settle it, and they will take you to another land far away. By the time you get there, that land too has also been sold. So it's not between the buyer A and buyer B. They will be going to court, and that's why if you go to court today, land cases are so, apparent there.
Yes.
Why? Because multiple sales by land kidnapper, land grabbers. So that's what they do, and it's a big hindrance to land administration. I want to use opportunity to tell our people, before you buy anything, any property, please go to Edo State Geographic Information Service, as in the case of Edo State, or Edogis as in the case of FCT, or Najis as in the case of Nasarawa State, as the case may be. So for Edo State, we are very much interested in peace and tranquility. The government of Senator Mode Okpebolo want peace, and he doesn't want anything to do with crime or criminality. But people are selling people's land. When you get to my office now, if I treat 100 files,
yes,
85% is about land dispute. Whereas most of them don't even come to our office. They just assume that a lawyer, once he writes a deed of transfer for you, that saves it, or a surveyor. No. You have to go to the land administrator. We are in charge. We are in charge of land in Edo State. When you come there, we'll be able to tell you the truth about the validity or otherwise of that land you want to purchase. Okay. But of course, this land kidnapper, this land racketeer, they won't tell you. They'll just tell you it's our land. Don't worry. They'll give you paper. Of course, they can give to you, but it's a threat. It's a threat to the state. And I'm sure any woman from Nigeria, especially those occupying government land, government reserve, government layout, government acquisition, they will be dealt with. There are laws on all this, and they are making it difficult for investors, even for private individuals. Yeah. You just build, before you know what is going on, somebody serve you a paper and says, our land, who did you buy this land for? And all what not. It is not safe for our people, and the government is not taking such venture lightly.
So how do lack of accurate data affect town planning and infrastructure?
Oh, in fact, you have said it all.
Yes.
For instance, I still use this paper again. This is the boundary of my property. If I do not have the correct coordinate, yeah, and I plot it and it falls in another man's property, it's already affecting planning, it's already affecting development, it's already affecting a lot of things. And it can also have overlap with another person's property. And by the time both of you are quarreling and fighting and going to court, it affects planning, it affects peace, it affects a lot of things. So it is good to have proper data, not just proper data in the form of geometric. When we say geometric, the size, its geolocation, it must be correct. Yes. So, and correct information about the title holder. For example, your name is Mode Udoyekeme, but if you have Mode Udus, it will not work. So proper data about the land size, the land location, the land use, and also the person bearing the title. It's good you have proper information, reliable information, correct information, so that subsequently, when one want to query the land, you'll be able to bring out relevant information. All
right, we've been talking to Dr. Innocent Ehiagwina Bello. He's the MD, Edo State Geographic Information Service, Edogis.
Thank you.
We'll pause here now. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.